My name's Phil, and I have aphasia. But my goal is to talk about other people's stories too. Remember, it's your voice. There's no way around it. The only way to get better is to practice. Now, you don't have to be like me, but you need to be able to talk and listen to other people's stories too. Like this one right here. Listen, have more empathy. Have
Yeah,
more empathy. What about you?
I've always hated that word empathy because it happened to do with a job I had. I could like anyway. That's an issue. So I need more. I have more therapists for that. Anyway, but yeah, like kind of like what I just said. I appreciate people who understand. Um, there it's they give their well, I can't say it, respectful when especially when they understand, or if they don't understand they may ask. That's respect that I receive from that people have respect when they actually ask me, you know so they try to understand because they're trying to understand what I may be having going through, and to understand that that I get a lot of what happens with other people when I talk to people. When you talk with me, they don't sound like I have aphasia. They don't sound like I'm normal to people. If just way I'm talking, I go just because I had a stroke doesn't mean I'm going to get numb and I'm not going to be able to feel. It affects differently in different people,
Yes, it does.
different ways. So like I sound normal, but my brain ain't working because part of my brain died. So, but there are people if I try to explain to people, there are, but I've come across people who have respectful, give me respect by asking. That shows me respect when they actually ask me, you know, and they to explain what can you tell me what happened? Oh my gosh. So you explain really, that's respect,
I like
when
that.
they have to try to learn more about what this shit is going through with
Yeah,
the aphasia and how, especially when it's different. Everybody is different.
yeah.
So
For me, though, the only thing I can say this, I'm going to say this anyway. Some people just aren't your friends anymore. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, we had a stroke and a aphasia. There's no way around it. It was hard. So sometimes you gotta understand that people are different now, and if they want, you can't be the way you were before. There's no way around that. So the only if you won't get some time to listen what I'm trying to say, you gotta say goodbye, because otherwise, I I I think sometimes one to say, why didn't you understand what I'm saying? Maybe they're just not your friends anymore. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not the same friends you were before. So leave them alone sometimes, because is your journey now. You get to be for yourself. Um, so it's cool. And we said it before. The way we be better is to practice with other people who have aphasia. That's what we're doing right now. We're talking to each other. How to
mhm.
tips that I didn't have thought about. You know what I mean? That's really good. It said use pen and paper. Like you
Yes.
do. You do that
Yeah,
now.
I have pen. Usually I'll have my notebook, but I moved it. But anyway, but yeah, I have a pen. I got my notebook, oh my God, my notebook. I'll use that, or I have another box. I think what kind of box? I'll use that, especially when we're going to the games that we play. I can, or anything. If I have to figure out the word, I write down the word because many times I can't figure it. I can't verbally say it, but I just start writing. I'm like, oh, is that what I was trying to say? So that's that's that affects me. The
Okay.
aphasia, that's how it affects me.
Did you?
Has affected me, or but yeah, the speaking, yeah, I can't find the word, but for some reason when I start writing, I'm like, oh, is that what I just said? Yeah, so that
Cool.
yeah, so that works. What I found, it works for me. So
Cool. How about this? I just looked at this right now. Be yourself. Just be yourself.
yes.
Be yourself. And when I said that, be yourself, you want other people to be themselves too. Don't think that I'm dumb or the fact that why are you talking to me? Hi, my name is Phil. Are you okay today? Do you look like a robot? Talk naturally with me, please. You know what I mean? Like unless that's how you talk with other people, then fine. But you want people to talk normal for ourselves. And I mean, we have aphasia, so we have a problem with language, but we don't look like a robot with other people like saying, "Hey, my name's Phil. What do you want today?" Like, you're a robot?
Yeah, that's a good thing because we even from because yeah, um we've experienced how we've gotten better since we've gone through this, but see, and that's what happens. Sometimes my brain just like I forgot what I was to say. So that I have a communicate. There's another word I can't think about, but I have with my speech therapist. I have one something that happens with me is that if we just read, if I talk with in 10 seconds from now, I forgot what we were just talking about.
Okay.
I, there's another word I can't think of, but so I have to work on that. So to remember what we just talked about. It's not memory though. It's more just understanding
Yeah,
that I
I've
have.
heard of it
Yeah,
too. Uh, Yeah, I can't remember it's me because we're different. We have a phase, we're
yeah,
different. It doesn't.
yeah,
Everything's different. Everybody else. Can you verify what I said? So we got an order. All it takes one more sentence to say, "Listen, are you saying what I said?" Because my bad. Like, oh, we're good. Cool. Like, so let's say your one of your spouse or your cousins or your son said is saying, "Listen, do you understand what I'm saying?" And saying, "Are you sure?" So we both
yeah,
know. So we're both in the same order, saying, This is what I was trying to say. Do you understand?" Don't just say, "Oh, you got it right." Like, no, are you sure? Because maybe remember, I have a language problem. So maybe that's not what I want to say. So can you verify what I said? So we got an order. All it takes one more sentence to say, "Listen, are you saying what I said?" Because my bad. Like, oh, we're good. Cool.
yeah. I mean, part of me that I used to before this aphasia, I would I would um ask somebody to verify what we just talked about. That's just it's in me.
But yeah, it's right because with your job, yeah.
Yeah, just because sometimes I just have to remember what I have to understand what we just talked about. So I'm grateful I have that something in me. So I have because I have especially I have to verify the person we're talking to me. So if, I have to do that now because sometimes I don't understand what somebody's saying. So I have to verify. So that's why and I started doing I put my because my ego was still in there and doesn't
E-
want to write
e-
anything because
Eagle,
you know
eagle.
I'm my ego.
What are you talking about? This one, an eagle,
Uh, your
eagle,
ego, Joe. Oh my god,
eagle,
ego. Your ego. You
eagle,
get your ego.
eagle. Okay, I think
Yeah,
ego is ego.
the pride,
Ego. Okay, pride. Okay, good.
my pride kicks in it's still there, so I don't want to do anything, but I had to start writing. I have to actually do those things and just be like, you know what, it is, I have aphasia and I have to do more. I have to write the notes. I have to ask on the phone and setting it is frustrating to, especially over the phone, but I have to ask to verify, even have to do it more than once, because I like act smart. Because I am smart.
You're smart.
But I have to be, it's okay to ask the person to repeat themselves or to verify what we just said.
No, there's no wrong with that.
Yeah, and so that's what I do. If I say something, most of the time I say, does that make just sense? Did that make sense what I just said?
Yeah, too.
That's, and then sometimes they say, not really. I'm like, okay, let's just laugh about it. Let's try again.
Yeah. Funny. This is funny. My mentor was on the phone before I called you, right? And we were talking, and this is why. This is what I'm trying to. I said this, but I messed up. He's like, Do you have a girlfriend for it? I have a girlfriend, and he's cool. It's like, so it's a man or girl? Like, my bad, girlfriend, not a man, not a man, because I have aphasia. I was like, and he's laughing like I said, my bad. But I said, at least you know. You said, hold on, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend or a man? I said, a girlfriend. But I'm glad you want to know. I want you to say that because it gave me practice saying, no, time out. I want a woman, not a man. But so it's like verify. Like, is that what you said? They no. We laughed. He's a good time. So give me a second. So remember, everyone has problem with aphasia. Your communication will be different, but listen and give them a chance and learn from each other and her from themselves too. Now remember, subscribe please.